should have my number. Because my number, unfortunately, my number is a public number. But if you work with people that none of them seems that you are important for them to call you, are you waiting for me to die and start playing my voice? I mean, you see, this nonsense must stop. Don't bring yourself. Don't bring yourself.
You know you
are working with somebody, and you don't seem like it's important to say that. At the same, you give me anything.
We love you. We love
it makes sense.
We love you. How do we compensate?
This nonsense.
We are sorry now.
What is sorry?
So what do you want?
Are you taking sorry to the market to buy anything?
What do you want?
Leave me to die. And when you hear I'm dead, you review.
We are in a new year.
If all of a sudden you people could have heard that I've gotten a bad news, you review it here.
Eric, now catch you
the check on people. Check on people.
Nice one. But I say,
I am sorry. Facebook for mum patch on my eye. Sorry,
yeah, the party as a
BB HK councillor, mommy.
Yeah, patch
*256*1#. Now, on fine jelly from Accra. Now, we cash. We need cash now, Mr. Send the big brand name from my councillor name from Panic.
Wow, who got stressed to cry the other day? Maybe when you where we are when you do.
As a media councillor, baby, I'm baby. What you have to be not just now.
Or China sent me a birthday bash. Me don't be pa.
Birthday bash. Which another bash.
A birthday bash.
Oh yeah, man. So now you such na your bra.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Oh, you're 14.
Debbie. I'm don't pen. I'm not sick like that. I love any other thing apart from my wife.
Inti one birthday na say nyama.
When the person I say you have to wish her for me, what is your problem? You want to know who she is?
What is the
station yours? Dr. Timmy Child and Krofu Awajimo, you mess somebody now. Ochina details. Ochina happens to be during the Queer Free Years birthday. I mean, very astute young girl coming up to become a good journalist in future. Na bela bo eda onwanisa. Ochina eye ne birthday. Kasiya pa. Na obi da me phone so afo no dia. Inkomo aje. Yanko.
Owari ni bia sende ye na asem.
Kind of story ne ma me yanko ye ni.
Yanko.
Amuni mo chia me kwa me. Asimo kan nyansa wo.
Waka se ni.
Emuni ya wan.
David the eye to say obia to is nice, it makes me a nice person. Ocha me Jimmy no. Na sa unyu apenya me nya kwala no. Me se ni penyi. The body na air dry. Say when my wife cheats on me and confesses, it will make me happy.
I'll love her more.
No. Any woman who cheats and confesses to you wants to kill you. It's a sign of murder.
Any woman
who cheats and can confess is a sign of murder.
Why?
You will never be normal again till you die.
It's a burden.
Burden on who?
On the lady, on the woman.
If you see you have a burden, find a way to share it, not with whoever you cheated on. You see, an illegal act will always remain to be an illegal act. Even though you go to court and you can go and win a case if it's illegal. In this world, if you watch your male organ and your female organ, where they are hidden. So when it comes to sex, if you don't have vacuum in your mind, you can't share in public. So when you see people talking about their extramarital affairs and sexual issues in the public space in the name of, I am worried and I think that I want to empty the space and free my heart and free my emotions, they have a mental deficiency and they have vacuum in their head. No complete head will phantom this. Look, cheating is a personal decision. Unless rape. But if you can walk back to me and say, I want you to forgive me because I cheated on you and then just forgive me. And I'll ask you, with who? Well, I think what matters is that I've confessed. He said, no, I'm forgiving you, but tell me who? Simbo. Which of the Simbo? Now they interrogate. Then you get the details. So what time was he sleeping with you? Where did he sleep with you? How did he go like? Is he better than I am? You are creating a death trap for the individual you are dealing with. Just like somebody who have sex with people and they will come back and say, see, and when we're starting media and for the end, I saw, is it Akofa, what's her full name?
Actress.
Ajene, and the actress. Yes. I saw a post, whether it's true that she said that she missed a movie role because somebody wanted to sleep with her. Surely these things are not for mature minds. It's shallow thinkers who talks like that. So I'm saying, Ochami, yes, you are actually, it's okay. You've not cheated on your wife. It's okay. It doesn't make you the most better man in the world. Maybe you've not gotten the opportunities you are getting and you are jumping. If you get what we are getting, you won't jump. So relax. Relax. It's okay.
Well,
so that's the one I am talking about.
Counselor, let's get to Yasema, married woman.
Read the story. I am here.
Hello, Sebo. I have an issue that I want to be discussed on the show. That's Matters of the Heart. I'm a 43-year-old woman and I've been married for 20 years now. 42
minus 20 you're saying?
22.
So she married at the wrong time. She's kept too long in this nasty marriage.
After
Go
the
ahead.
Funeral, 19 years into the marriage, my father-in-law died. And after the funeral, my husband told me that his late father convinced him to marry me. So now that his father is no more, he wants us to end the marriage. He says he never liked me from the beginning. So I told him to compensate me, so I go. He said he doesn't have anything for me. It's a legal marriage though. And suddenly he's begun acting very nice. I presume it's because he doesn't want to give me any compensation. But I can't see he doesn't want me anymore. What do I do now? There's no happiness in the marriage. He goes in and out as he pleases. Mami Bacha said, Wawari 43, will be 43, no, Wawari 20 years.
Or 42,
43. Wawari a year 20 years. Wawari a 19 years, Pepe na, Naso Bema Iwuye. A one brandy say, and I say, Nikun say, oh, nyai, and I saw Peso Jan say, ne papa, and a thread no say, on worry no any. You couldn't papa and a friend, so on worry or no bad. Then papi would ya. Uncle Muncha be so prepo. No send you soon me. Namenko, no say Sika, open the minya mouth, and any open minya mouth. It's a one knows as a beme son, or bear nice, caring as a bibiania or chro doranisa. But a Niger pan you need to our enemy said, you could put me pio coban your PBI and your PBI. Now, so see the within of the soul. Counselor, I know any.
But as Seminci after 44, and baby, I will be a kete ya or tea be care more. Ya come out left. One no den. Just now, we are some nano. Naka Mianka, and ya would die. Now, one point no open a bass and what my will be to sell. But the SCB, I want it to room, and ya she, Yami Bay. Possible.
Yay.
Adia Bakwe was said, yes, you understand. Or say, my father convinced me. Bearman said, Papa convincing, say, don't worry about it. In the first place, I was confused about no way. There are times that we make ourselves common around boys. And when we become common, they recommend us for them. When a man makes a choice, look, let me tell you the truth. Do you know what people are? I saw this girl, this one of this girl, I mean, needing. But Chami Kwame, or Chami Kofi, or Chami Kofi, or Chami Bia will be a make chair a Yagase, Utriso. Why? Dear me, or Chami, when I make her, says your husband, I'm talking to your husband, Utriso or Chami. I watched the video on it about your interview. You know, Bisa Bayan said, what is the Sade Felicia? Yes, Obisa said, then Usuru. First episode, Bisa said, then then or pay and see our dear. And I see what is your biggest fear? I see the biggest fear here, our dear. Now, and I realize that the girl is so truthful and nice. But I say, Obi say, Minyana, I don't have it. Or have any, I won't go. Who did time or cancer? Or see, Stroni say, or be why ye, why to go bog a ye, no, Sibu P, no penal. It is normal. Sure, my brother. One of the people, you can judge me or leave me. Obi enya the clearance na okochitia wanye ni ye enokre but susuka because obi wari wie who worry we are not true and this is Rosie is better. Not better said because you Sagan as him no can wood. And you so worry. And so worry we are nothing will be about Nipana who you are kono. It is a company so number may be who not Bema now waro. One of trim pram when ni je. Moya dear Kai said there's no sexual intercourse that you have before marriage that can be compared to sexual intercourse in marriage. And there's never any male organ of any man that you will go into use that you compare them and they are the same, even though all male organs are the same. It is likely say, guy girl in namne bane up and down. And they be a Rosie, and they be a Rosie. And you buy your name hui or yet down ha eh? Me de michisao, ubeya wali awani eti yanim na me answer na me unumako. So the father pushed him to marry you. It's different from neighbor panic or farm me bread and so on Jimmy worry me. The word convince is what I'm using. It means that she was present and the guy was not ready to marry her. But the father had to convince him that she's a good woman. Do you hear me? There's no virtuous woman on earth. The Bible has never recommended any virtuous woman. So anybody who preach and say a conference of virtuous women, no, they are virtuous wives. And virtuous wives are not gotten until they are married. Your virtue is produced in the act of marriage. And that is where you buy a land and give it to your husband. All right. Thank you very much, my wife. Yesterday, I went home and I got my Valentine gift yesterday. It was a very nice. I'll post it tomorrow morning. So what I'm saying is that you're convincing so unwallow. It means a young man has a mind of marrying somebody else or has a mind of adding somebody else to your environment. You're convincing, you know, because in this world, if you force a man to marry you, you have to force him to live with you for the rest of his life. Anything you don't acquire through the right means, you need to have the logistics to protect it. In life, look, people think that lie is easy. My brother, if you want to protect a lie, it's expensive, but be ready to protect it. Bible says that for God is not a man that he will do what? So who will lie? A man. So every man is a liar. As righteous as we are liars. So I can live with you with pretenses and believe that I'm the best husband, the best wife. But unfortunately, I was convinced to marry you. Now you have discovered about when this wine. So I didn't know what now because when you're kunupa, when you're the pano, or being a share the boss, what the buy your mommy. One warren and one born who we do MFS, my father, sir, Shannon, your young mammy. Kojo only then meto kojo meyewe. So every excuse the boy gives to the father, the father says, yeah, mommy. So your recommendation is that the father has forced the son to marry you. So for 11 years, but 22-year-old girl, what are you going to do in marriage? Are you sick?
I think they're saying it right that she should be 23 by.
No, but are you sick?
What age do you?
Are you sick?
23.
My brother, who are in them, I'll break a jantem.
It's your bar at what age? And I was so worried.
Or maybe away after 29. Utina, a mistakes, you know. About
29.
Yeah. If you marry after 29, you are better.
After 29,
After 29.
Yes, and a man who marries after 30 is a solid man who can stay. It doesn't mean you will not do any of the things that people do, but you are soundly cleared. You don't find yourself betrothed to a man that you yourself you didn't think well. Like this girl is speaking, Felicia Anoka. But see, I'm afraid to marry because I'm scared I'll finish the marriage and find somebody else. Women will stay when they marry you. But I'm telling you, you can die because you find somebody else who show you more love, even in illegality. What did I say? In the first place, you know, ne papa na or convincing, you know. It means for the rest of the life of the guy for 11 years, you know, they be a ne papa ni gusuka. Yes, say mommy. Yes, say man. Esi Bible muda. Rachel ni Leah. Amumi enu. Baako na Jacob choose you. Baako ya de man. Send to so. Leah no yade Rachel enti okoye adwuma 7 years no yade ne man so o person wine to oku ne mfifire ai be ware no ye dada no e de Leah man no yade Leah man no wan hwe Leah nim o wiase o saa for 7 days Only Leah shared them when in their fan 7 days. We wasn't an empty. Until the 7th day of Pia or share and say, ah, I said, I see the Benim and the maybe some and that is what brought Jacob up. Said, no, you deceive me. Now I dear you 7 days. And they say, the Abayan is Abasa, you may be, but obey a Juman is a 27. Now, as I admit that man. And exactly after the 14th day, only Leah, a PFE demo, and the other rich a Kahumano. So, original one here, the Kahuman, but Nuna Kumemunu. The original one here, rich, like I say, any dear. But Leah, dear, a to so. And to me, call what you be recommend you my to so. Me, the Mekadebia say, don't let anybody recommend you until you want to be recommended. And the reasons for the recommendation should be clear. So this man has come up to say, fine, the man who helps me to keep you in marriage is no more. Let's go. And you say they should compensate you. Guy, let me wrap up quickly. Compensate you for what?
What's on the nuts now? On bro, wasting the time.
Compensate you for what?
For the support.
For what?
Support for what?
How are you be 20 years as support for what?
Yeah, Wally, who for how many years?
20.
And first question: is it a local marriage? May I want the very soon? Nyame ya dum na bibia ko sisi ya. Esisi animamia. Mawaro. And to one say we ain't kunim there. Obra me bring you na I want to na me bread. Me your baby uncle di baby wow. Fidie chi abo ani sunko nya ne so ani sunko. And ona ya butterfly. Very soon whether any cockroach. So this our dear Benom woman is the first thing. What is the next one? The next one is our dear Miansan Yajitu Okrum. Mohammedan marriage, customary marriage, and civil marriage. Now, when you do Mohammedan marriage for yourself, 98% are not legal. And a chromophobe with our dear illegal by law. The next point is that so it's illegal. Now, it could be customary marriage. If you what they are and no sono, yeah, Jawa dia, Ebusian was a tana yaji. Na ye ma kwanya say wa ware rich Rose ache enti enfie do anatena no cheni say enkwala woman ya che enkwala ne tena bia ene ye fie de abusuan panyin na eche de etoso mienu emra de na ye woman na ye chempe first na nye chempe o first na ye proof of ownership se sia ye chempe enye de oni na abranya o ade bia munya no awade ne ye chemu pe kum sei. Never out the amount.
It's because of recommendation.
So in the first way, recommendation will come as a result of type of marriage or womb. And you quote the idea on to
this is a legal marriage.
So relax, no fight. Go to court. Divorce is permitted, it's part of marriage. And in this legal marriage, go and the law should take his course. The man says he doesn't want you again because he entered into the marriage forcefully. He was forced to marry me, and now we've been married for 11 years. I've acquired assets for 11 years. I've given him children for 11 years. So I just want him to compensate me, and the law will give you the portion of your compensation through the alimony. So don't fight. Oh, don't worry. Wow, process. 0277 609 644 call 0277 609 644. If your host doesn't have your number, but we always mention it on radio, it tells you that these are hypocrites, and we need to live with
we
them.
are sorry
Because in this world, if you are not hypocrite, you don't belong to this world. So, but the last thing I want to say as I leave is that I brought a package for, I said it.
Okay.
Obia UTM award 3.0 and above GPA. I have opportunity to have a free scholarship to do masters in AI and cyber security. And cyber security. Free. 2 years. We are now 3 years employment to pay the loan. It's in Canada and in US. We patrol their free. 0277 609 644. We patrol 2.9. Men from him besides with my own. Men besides with my own. Who go school?
3.0.
1.5. And I say, oh, was the other day I say from the civil could just but he's not
What is it?
Come the corner. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back again with a story. Our story for today is what we've been mingling with. I'm setting my thing, so please give me just a minute as I set. It's unfortunate. One man production. See the indecent people. They bring what they're doing. Fatu. I don't know how to Bush boy. I don't know so phones here. What they are? All right, it's here for at the phone. Angela, yeah, Major son. So you have a call here. All right, so I'm just setting up. But if you finish, you have to set up as you go. All right, okay, so thank you all very much. And thank you for having patience for me. Thank you for waiting for me. And like I said earlier, tomorrow happens to be Doreen Queen's birthday. Happy birthday, girl. Take care of yourself. Rosie! Can I please have a tissue? Please, those of you on TikTok, can we share it quickly? Bring a tissue. If you don't have tissue, have colors, we'll bring it. All right, so I'm trying to clean my legs, but I'm back here. Abna, wherever you are, come and read the story for us. TikTok is. Yeah. That's the table is short. I think it's small. So, ladies and gentlemen, Rosie, this is Rosie. Rosie is cleaning the table on my behalf. Rosie, check. Okay, here. Okay, thank you very much. Okay now? All right, I'm okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, the story is here, and let's give some tissue. I'm sorry. Thank you very much. Thank you for giving me tissue. I probably didn't give me anything. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the story reads, and Abuna Sugar is around, and so the story is good to go. And if you can see me, yes, let's do it together. So people on Facebook, thank you very much. I'll post the story for those of you on Facebook to see the story fully, and let's do it together. As Abuna My Sugar comes to read the story for us. This is brought to you perfectly by Ginger Honey Chips. Sorry, Ginger Honey. Thank you very much. And let me calm down. Clap for the lady on the moment. Abuna Sugar, how are you doing? How is life? What is happening to you? Are you good? Are you feeling good? Are you feeling good? Well, I'm very happy hearing from you again. Thank you very much. How's life been with you? I mean, you've not brought me my Christmas, my New Year, and it's becoming Valentine. Prove yourself. Prove yourself. It's not good, Abna. It's not good at all for you. It's not good at all for you. But well, thank you very much. I'm waiting for it. Can we hit the screens? You people, you are not sharing now. What you are doing to yourself right now is not the best. Hey, I mean, buy online. The way you saying it. I don't know what you say. I mean, buy online. Yeah, must start it. Now my wife talking about this year, my batch. Me call ya mama. Once you are there, frame me and the petit tutu ya. My call ya mama. I've been saying be about there. Please go on Facebook and join me right now. We've not closed. Go to Councillor Luchard Facebook and join. When I close, then you call me back. Thank you so much. So we have a story that is what we are dealing with. Hit your screens. Can we hit your screens and share your pages with people? Bismarck, Munchade, Mapikuaba. Bismarck, how are you? Bismarck, how are you? Right, how are you, Bismarck?
I'm fine, Councillor.
So you are there, I'm fine, Councillor. You know, if you come and wish Happy New Year, bring me anything from New Year. Be careful. All right, okay. Thank you very much. Yeah, Champoma, thank you very much for reminding me that the story is a legal story. So let's hear you up now. Read the story for us. Hit your screens. Can we share the page? It's a long time I saw us doing some 50K, 20K. Today I have time for you. Tomorrow is Valentine. After we finish discussing the story, I'll have a good discussion with you on Valentine's Day. Tomorrow I don't have, I'm supposed to do a show tomorrow, but my schedule is not too nice. I'll see what I'll do. But let's go. Let's go and hear the story for the day. So Abna, read for us the story if you have it.
Hello, Sibo. I have an issue that I want to be discussed on the show.
Go ahead.
I'm a 43-year-old woman and I've been married for 20 years now.
I'm listening. Go ahead. I want to close the doors. I was making
I've been married for 20 years now.
Okay.
90 years in marriage, my father-in-law died. And after the funeral, my husband told me that his late father convinced him to marry me. So now that he's no more, he wants us to end the marriage. He says he never liked me from the beginning. So I told him to compensate me. He said he doesn't want anything for me. It's a legal marriage though. And sadly, he began acting nice because I presume he doesn't want to give me any compensation. What do I do now? There is no happiness in the marriage. He goes in and out as it. Thank you.
Abna Akan, the end of your friend. Abna, wait my children, your friend. Thank you very much, Honorable, for joining. Wait my children with you. And then performing to say, if you are not big, one on table of on the details say.
Oh,
you know why you know? Obi Akote.
Oh, but Sham almost
Obi Akote.
I say, we didn't know what issue be now. Our 43-year-old lady. I worried for 20 years. Now 90 years into our marriage, the father-in-law be free. The father-in-law the way and the actually say, or the papa the worry to power really build. And our band is so in the idea patame. And I bear is so the show the patame. But then all of a sudden, everyone started acting nice. That's because one of them said, bear money to money, yeah. But almost say of bear money, I want you and or no. One sitting Jawan,
I'm not your car. Oh, yeah, sure. Sorry. Sorry for the distraction. My people are happy and they are very talking. So Abna have read a story. We can share our thoughts on it. Honorable Yofra, you are there. Facebook, Abna Ousua, thank you. Abna Ousua, thank you very much. So those of you on Facebook, you've seen a story to is lying on my face. It will go very soon. Abna has read a story for us and has given us a brief explanation in the Twi language. The lady got married by what she's telling us. When she was 22 or 23, she got married. That is what the story is. And the story is straightforward. That the marriage we're talking about happened as a result of the father-in-law connecting the two of them to marry. She didn't know about that too. Remember, it's not that she was also in the know. She was also in the know. But in the conversation that we have and the story we just read, the father-in-law convinced the son to, as it were, marry her. And after 11 years, I'm not saying I'm client.
After 19 years.
Okay, after 19 years of the marriage, in the 11th year, I'm not just how.
Maybe I'm 3-year-old. I'm married for 20 years.
Good.
Now I'm 19 years in the marriage. Now Papa
okay, so the 19th year in the marriage, the man died. Yeah. So the one who convinced the husband to marry her died. Which means when the man was alive, he was still doing what he's supposed to do so that the son will still stick to the woman. So immediately the father died. Now he felt that the man who is forcing me to marry this girl is good. And so for that matter, I will want to go and feel free and feel good. That is what the story is about. Now the man walks in to say, yes, my father is dead. And what you didn't know was that even though you are in love with me in this marriage, even though you are sharing everything with me in this marriage, even though you are making me feel good in this marriage, I myself, I am in this marriage because my father asked me to marry you. Charlie, I have too many questions I'm going to ask you. But Abna, give me your thoughts. Share your thoughts with me. I have too many questions to ask. Please hit your screens. Hit your screens. Let's do our numbers. Go ahead. I hope we are live.
From the right half, Obana Jackson say also be on a separate way into a some conversation. The permanent pattern of pattern way. I think it's follow the legal rules now. I don't be no fear already. From one state say the danger of already. And I said, I have been and what catch say Papa and worry we are. I don't think that the marriage is going to go again now that the man is no more.
There are a lot of women who a man has openly told them that I don't love you anymore. When I see you, I feel nauseating. I feel like vomiting. Husbands have openly told them, I don't love you. I don't want you anymore in this marriage. Let's end this marriage. Wives have told them, let's end this marriage. And they are still there.
In the sense, about now realizes what the man is telling her, no, the real facts. It's only by saying, oh, I'm hoping things will change. Oh, I'm hoping that there is a phase, the face will pass. But once I then catch you say, I don't want you again. I mean, we'll make it up in mind. What's the mind taking time to make a decision? But then my cousin empowerment, but also there, or maybe within the points out, to that point out, there's no turning back. It's that actually the penny, but also market time to turn out.
So now, Obansu Kacheni Kuru say on Penny Biomuswe.
Because of making in mind that.
Now, Penny.
You can talk to them.
Because Oba and Bema.
I didn't get the same thing. I get the same as Warrior.
Metiasu, but Oba and to me, Bema. Bema left a peba. What's the video I say? A Bema left a peba. What we give? It is a better never be poor body. Yeah, can is saying and one is saying. I did the same and I'm being saying. I could only say my one to the same. Say Oba Fina Kuma Maka to say Mempel. Now Suku Super. Abaya be a friend in Felicia, Ewa Ghana. And the year need to be the Bisa and say, then no Suropa or see our dear. I didn't know so our dear so slow, so about what we not or before fro ever ban up Queman in Egypt. She's afraid to be married and later on find out that she loves somebody else.
Yes.
That's the fear.
No, it's Vista.
Abna, you've not fallen in love with anybody. You can decide to say yes or no because it's not a hot seat. Some questions can be asked, but when you answer, the answer depends on your level of your foolishness because these things are not meant to be answered. But you can be shocked that you meet somebody, you love the person so much, and you don't know what to do with it. I'm telling you, there are men and women who have made vows, swear by an oath, and the oath is there, and they see that they are breaking the oath, but they are comparing murder to abomination. So what she said means a lot. She's afraid to be married to George Lutrot, and all of a sudden you find that there's a Bismarck that they click more.
I think she's entitled to what she said because we are only fears.
Agreed, but the fears, no, has become one of the general fears that I have met in my line of counseling. I've met men. That is what you would think, but it doesn't mean they have any problem against their husband. But honestly speaking, they are seriously in love with somebody else. There are times you think they need prayers, they need counseling, they are promiscuous, they are not decent. No,
I don't think so.
there are most people that they are going through a lot of things that you might give names and titles to it. But if you find yourself in their shoes, you might have done more than they are doing. So I'm worried about the lady. And most times, your age and walking out of marriage can make you feel like nobody wants you. But I have seen a woman who walked out of marriage at 65. And it didn't keep long. Before her 67th birthday, another man came to marry her. Because she was 65. But knows what time is it. Look at you. You are just 38 and you look like you are 71 years old. Open our bad marriage. Are you the only woman that your husband is cheating and giving birth outside? Are you the only one that is going through poverty? That at 38, you are married for just 10 years. At 38 years, you look like you are 71. If you walk out of marriage at this 71-year look with 38 years old, who will come to you? I keep telling people that, look, build yourself even in marriage. Fear divorce. Be worried about divorce. Divorce can happen by death. Me, I can die today. And because of my death, my two wives will become widows, available for marriage. But now that I am alive, people should crash on them. They should still look presentable. There are people who are looking ugly to spite their own husband. They are not doing makeup. They are not doing their hair just to spice their husband, for them to see what's in on in 1 year time. And then one can come and say it is just girls or him Jajimieno and look presentable. And a bear man in it, no says you hope an alien she should so bad you no be you are wine. Obiju and I had who do better? I also say for a photo shoot. Who could see there? Pictures we were posting on him. Who's know how to post pictures now? Brilliant pictures no by now you posting one. Why she honorable ya friend the birthday picture in magazine. Fe. Ya got picture no by. As a picture be a baby you by but you be you baby. And we are see you soon. But coming back to the story now, maybe won't come. Abra can say meeting a baby, and yes, some Abra can come in. Or see, I have been married for 20 years, 19 years into the marriage. My father-in-law died, and after the funeral, my husband told me that his late father convinced him to marry me. So now that the father is gone. Now I'm not just someone 19 years and something happening. And I guess it's 19 years now. That's a guy went and in that trap for 19 years on pen. What did I make a say? On that trap for 19 years old. On any taste. On that trap for 19 years. On the type of woman that he wants to tie the knot with. 19 years. Why then?
People be not rich now for that long. I won't care. I mean, I think good.
There are too many things you are going to learn. Just share it and let's go. Because my question is: should you marry for yourself or for your parents? Should you marry for your parents or for yourself? Should somebody's recommendation be the reason for your marriage? Should you become Mrs. Richard because somebody recommended that this guy is good? And my question is that anytime you hear the word somebody was convinced, it means that you were available and the guy was not thinking the way he was supposed to think. Because the word is convinced. Not just on no number who's up not so be or self fatal here. What do I say? Until him upon the castle, and you have not who are who coming on who cost sight. We Bibia we be abna na yamawi. Would you who say or self fatal say the warinana? I see that we are bravo. We have faced those things. I have lived some number of years on this surface of the earth, and I have mingled with women. I am proud to say that I was too old before I broke my virginity. That is why right now I'm having sex by heart. I was too old. But I'm saying that a guy has been able to live with you for the past 20 years. The woman didn't talk about children, never spoke about anything. But while the woman's mind was in the marriage, that this guy is my lifetime partner, the guy is seeing this woman as my for the time being partner. Let's move, share the page and let's go. If you have any question, you can put there, any contribution, you can put there. But after the year when King Uzziah died, Isaiah saw the Lord. So immediately the father died. The truth was let out of the bucket. My question is the husband correct sensible to tell somebody's daughter that I never wanted to marry you, but it was by recommendation? Is it right to say that? There are people that will see you and tell you that, me, I didn't love you from the beginning. You are not my kind of guy. Among the list of guys I've always wished to date, you are the last thing I considered. But I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, I'm wearing your rings. And you tell me this, but we are still together because I am the one doing the love. Me, when you tell me that I've never loved you from the beginning, it doesn't worry me. Because a woman cannot love.
Yeah, and I love grows, you know.
Well, I've never had love growing.
Over time, you tend to like someone.
You tend to like them because either you are resting, you have nowhere to go, they are meeting your needs, you feel comfortable around them, you feel like whatever can come, can come. Where we are now, we have nowhere to go, you are aging, he's become everything of yours, he holds a lot of secrets of your life. You can't replace him, not because you want him, but he has become indelible in your life. There are too many recommendations on his head from people, and because of the people, you want to please them. It's not a growth of love. You can't replace them. And that is dangerous when it's not marriage. Because you don't have anything that is binding you if it's not marriage. Except the love that the two of you share. It is marriage that is so cumbersome. It's only marriage that makes us feel like we are imprisoned. Even that, there is a gate. I don't understand why you marry and they give you the keys to the gate. That anytime you want to open and go. Nobody goes into marriage and they collect the gate of marriage from you. They give it to you. So a man has married you for 20 years. And the past 20 years, you are not the type of woman that is supposed to be married. Is it right to tell the woman?
Yeah, it's a dicey one.
I'm listening.
If I find a convincing him and marry or he doesn't need to see the need to continue the marriage again. And if you're also being so I hate so bad. So I can't shop and I don't also have any life.
But I'm saying, is it right to tell the woman?
Because if you can't shop now,
no, but is it right to say it? I'm not be beyond here.
It's not right to say it. What excuse would he give to make the marriage?
No, but it not make a move. Be beyond here. If you don't want me again, no, Abna, if you don't want me again, divorce me. But don't hurt me by telling me what I don't know. I hope you understand my own. Mommy, they be other more be for when you get who more before when you want the call I dream who done it Jimmy for. Abra, enya sembia ye kan.
Yeah.
You was sembia who be kan e ne. But e chire mu no who be nu musa o kan. Your father has recommended Abna for you to marry. You have lived 20 years with Abna. You never did anything to prove that Abna is not qualified to become Mrs. Lutrot. She has wholeheartedly moved with you. After 20 years, there is a certain woman, there's a certain person there is a certain features of a particular woman you want to become your wife, and that availability is still in your heart, and you can open your mouth and confess to the said woman you lived with for 20 years that I never wanted you around, but my father convinced me, even if I'm not going to divorce you, whatever my mother said, whatever my father said, I will not tell you. Bishop, often in your life, not trouble no yes, often in your life, not trouble back, no father. Do you understand where I'm coming from? That is where I'm standing up now. Should this husband tell the wife, I go to my mother and she says things about my wife, then when I come home, I come and tell my wife that this is what my mother is saying about you? Does it make sense? But that's what we do. Me dem here play until they can here. Our level of immaturity
It's too much.
that your father convinced you to marry the lady and you have lived with the lady for 20 years. You are having sex with her. Maybe you're not kissing her, because I have a story of a bride, a husband and a wife who have been married for 28 years now. They've kissed twice.
Hey, how are they living?
What's it?
How are they living?
Hey, I've seen somebody here, AH Hotel.
Yes, bro. Please
Hey, AH Restaurant. Mumra, oh, I saw your request. On your request.
Baby glad is swabber.
Baby glad is swabber. Baby glad is only on my top down. You say I request. Maybe the other say, I don't know why. Would it mean what? Look, there are things that until I die, that maybe my mother said or my father have said concerning my wife, I will say it. And I am not happy to hear what my mother-in-law is saying negatively about me from my wife. I don't know if you understand. Because we are living a life as if, let me tell them so that they know how they live. No. Me mami on power semo. And to me for us semo. How do you tell your wife me mami on power semo? Even if my wife comes to tell me, say, I've seen that your mother doesn't like me, we will fight that statement until it is deleted from the head of my wife. Thank you very much, baby Gladys, for sharing the life. Welcome. Share it or invite others. So it's a long time I saw myself at 20K viewers. Musi Makote Maba. Now I am back. Our regular time we'll have a show. Get ready for it. I'm not, is it right that you tell your wife after 20 years, let me one time. You're going to put this lady in a bigger shock. Look, it's not about compensation, a problem, no. Because this will be in the mind of the woman. I don't know whether they have children, because the story was sent to us. Because if they have children, if such a woman has given birth for this man, if this man is a father as a result of this woman's presence in her life, do you know how this one is going to poison the mind of the children? We talk too much and too loose. Go and see this man's face. You see, it might be that the man is angry. Do you get me? Hey, they are the worship. And if you are gay, be sure be gay. Any hard days of the warren. Bema dia o how this send. Usika na chire wa bomo. 20 years. Gay be a talking or be obeso warren. And you do you be champion. No. So I believe, say, for this man to come and sit in front of the wife, or stand in front of the wife, or when they were quarreling around the boyfriend, to come and say, even me, it's my father who convinced me to come and marry you. Oh, Abraham, what will be your reaction before even divorce will come into your head? And most people are not thinking about the story in that angle.
Oh, I'll be very happy.
Everybody is looking for the compensation.
So all this one in our sympathy being unlimited. You're living with me based on sympathy, not love.
Because hear what the man said. Yes, he says he never liked me from the beginning. So I told him to compensate me. He's never loved me from the beginning. For 20 years. Sleeping with the enemy. Let's think about it in that angle. It's not a compensation. Everybody is thinking about it's not about the compensation. It's not about the compensation. Say Berman Natina and fear Dunia Chili Edumienu. I say no bell, and never painting or not. We see this world no balance. As we reading your message, Abraham will be reading for Abraham. Get a message and be reading for the people. It's a long time you read. We are here. When you see messages, let me know that you. So my question is: was the man right? Is it honesty? Is it free your mind? Is it fair? And who has requested to come up? Where is she? Okay, you are telling her.
Make her request number up.
Okay. That the man and just imagine he said, "Who can afford to catch yourself? Me worry won me pair with that. Me papa na year share me na worry. And you see how we know. Me de be nya yanka. Me jawa wade. Oh. Charlie, it told me bisa me home. Don't we have heaviness in our mouth to say some things? As if we are carrying vacuum in our mind. Is it anger? I have treated anger for 1 year. So when I see people who are misbehaving in their anger, I ask them, how will you feel? Because after every anger, there's 24 hours. See the vandalization. People, you destroy cars, break the windscreen, destroy people's phone. Then the next day, you come back to reality. And you made me angry. That is why I did that. Eunice, thank you for coming. Benjamin, welcome. And those of you who are not coming, the story is simple. A young man or a man has married the wife for 20 years. The wife is 43 years now. And after 20 years of marriage, the father of the man died, who's the father-in-law. And the husband calls the wife and say, I've never loved you within these 20 years. It's my father who convinced me to marry you. Now that he's no more, I am thinking that we should end this marriage. And the woman says, okay, I'm ready to go, but compensate me. My question is, do you think it makes sense for somebody to have the guts and the boldness to be honest, to tell you, I don't love you, but because of my father, I have lived with you for 20 years. Is this sensible? Is the man in the right frame of mind? So those of you who just came, Benjamin and Eunice, and the rest of you who just joined us. That's why we are sharing the questions. TikTokers, hit the screens. Let's go to our 20,000. And these days, as for the gift, I think you've forgotten how to do it. So you come with no gift. It's a shame.
Because don't come up. on.
I have come today. Call them and tell them I've come. Show your love. Hey, Ekwasem na okay. Ekwenia Brio is doing a lot of assignment, but whoever is here. Is it right? Is it right for a husband to openly tell the wife, I have never loved you. You are the last thing that happened to me. I've never loved you. But I was marrying you because my father said so. Whenever you are for the first time you are up here. Welcome. Let's clap for Honorable Alfred. She has come. Honorable.
Thank you.
Welcome. What is your thought? We are analyzing the whole issue, but I'm asking questions. Do you think it's nice that you walk out and tell your wife, I have never loved you? It's my father who convinced me to marry you, and we have been living for 20 years and making babies for 20 years. Do you think it was right for the man to say it?
Well, it wasn't right. Even if he doesn't want her, he should have found a different way to tell her that, but not to say that.
Now, what would be the different way? Give me an example.
I don't know.
Because he wants the lady to know that, say thank you to my father. If it's not my father, like you. Hey.
Exactly.
And you know people can say that to you.
Yeah.
You know people can say that to you, they don't care. Yes. You can have men who can look at you like that and say, whoa. They're about to show the world on Bonatico. Article, is it anger? Is it immaturity? Or what? Somebody will say it is better for you to tell the person than keep the person. But it's unfortunate. This is 20 years of marriage. If they are having sex like the way I do, and they are producing children like the way I do, the 20 years marriage should produce at least 7 children. Unless you have a lazy wife. Now we are married for 20 years and we have 2 children. Not because you have any medical condition. But you have passed your own labor room. So 20 years of marriage. What's it?
The children are very expensive.
Expensive says who? Expensive says who? Look at this man. Look at the Access Bank. The Access Bank group CEO, who we just lost in an helicopter in California. I hear he was in a flight with the 3 children and the wife. Lucky enough, he has 3 children somewhere else. Nakanasia shit. And at the end time, they say, "Oh, to power to the people, Zazi. Oh, to me was. Oh, to some better say baby. Why do you say children are expensive? Yet, what is expensive about children? No, I don't have a problem. You have any medical problem. If you have any medical condition, that is why you can't give birth again. No, you have done CS, and the doctor says after 2 CS, I won't touch you again. I won't force you. But where you want to bore life, you want to go to school. I said, Gina Subi intimidate. I said, I went to Papa Recreational Center in the beginning of the year, and I was around the car trying to arrange so that I go inside, and I saw this woman loud talking to another woman. Made a share. I will be able to go ahead. She will be able to also for life in you. Not the me. I said, what is this? What is this? Why do you say this to another woman? So immediately when they finished talking, then I heard them say, yeah, cool, yeah, they ain't me, Joe, yeah, got a credit back. I'm not saying I don't know what to say. Many papa no court. Maintaining abuse. I'm supposed to chief for with no apologies. Wow, back and the papa them child support. I would to be of tear what they will say, oh, you know, you will tell me. Maybe what for beer or be a training the power for a hospital to live a sort of chair on Yalio, but Nitia ye Yama as so ye and son of one or your dog any Jimmy in a coverage needing no worry. And I will explain to you only Jimmy Nameka. Abaka says most men think that marrying a woman is a favor being done to her. Okay, you're right. Some it says some as with some with some women, my sisters, challenge Benjamin, right again. Let me read for you. So my uncle didn't use medical common sense and married the wife. And they didn't check their electrophoresis. Hey, my own dear, Adepena, me who want share, Nanko share him. Go it dear. Me tell him, have a woman say, my dear Pena, my dear Babu. Yeah, you want welcome. So when he was getting married to the wife, they didn't check their electrophoresis, which is whether they are AS, AA, SC. Because when people are in love, they don't check their status. So they got married. And then they had 4 children. Unfortunately for them, they were all AS. So because they were AS, what came up was that they began to produce children who were SS. So they have 2 SS children whose condition were very bad. And because the condition were bad, ladies and gentlemen, this is a big news for us. The researcher of the year 2023 is coming with low credit. Clap your hands for Anita. Hey! Oh, Kuku Seku Anita. You don't even check on me whether you are doing it. Shame on you. Let me hear the story. So my uncle married this woman, and they had children. And because they are sickle people, sickle cell children, unfortunately, they kept getting sick. And the woman too had a condition after delivering the 2 children. So my uncle called a meeting and told the woman, I am not divorcing you, but I think that where I'm going, I need to produce more children because the 3 children we had, one just passed at 18. See the 2 that are left, the girl and the boy, their condition is worsening. You two, you can't give birth again, and we are growing. I want to go and look for somebody who is AA. And let me produce more children because you cannot produce. They called for the meeting and they spoke. This woman said, lie, she won't agree. The 2 children are enough. When they die, it's okay. And my uncle was making a lot of properties and loved the wife foolishly like that. So at the meeting, the family said that nobody's coming for your property. You are Mrs. Luttrot. Allow this to happen. The man has respected you to call your attention, but under normal circumstances, this shouldn't happen. Then my uncle went out there, found one lady, and then all of a sudden, passion, the sperms are good. The lady got pregnant. Then, lucky enough, the child became AS because the mother was AE. The child was a boy. In Kuala Osu, Kuala, my uncle went to do shopping for the baby and the mother. Then my cousin saw the father and was working with the mother. and went to attack my uncle and the things he has bought openly in front of Kuala. Embarrassed, insulted, and said all nasty things to him with a son. Curse my uncle. You would die. This child will never see you growing. Said all them. Uncle said the wife cursed. They said a lot of bad things, but he didn't mind. And then the things he has gone to buy, the needle, the baby food and everything, his own son carried them from the car, crashed it on the ground, destroyed it by the orders of the mother. I'm talking about my family issue. So when they left, my uncle says he went back again to the shop and bought whatever is needed for the baby and took it to them. Then the story was like, they should call the woman and talk to the woman. My uncle said, no, they should leave her. But unfortunately, now my uncle doesn't go home. When he closes from work, he will sit in the hospital and will send the laborers to go and buy him cake for 3 years. And the reason why my uncle was not going home for 3 years was because anytime he gets to the house, the wife and the surviving son will just be insulting him. He's useless. And they are living under his roof. They are eating his food. They are driving his car. One day, we're out there. Early morning at like 10 a.m. and we heard that my uncle died in the washroom. Sasa. People, what my cousin is going through now, he wish he has a father. And whatever my cousin did to the father, he has multiplied it ×4 and he's doing it to the mother. I keep saying that no woman will be happy to hear that somebody else is sleeping with their husband. But patience is not an Ibe person's name. We are quick. How can you look at the face of your wife you are married for 20 years and tell her that I've never loved you, but my father convinced me to marry you, and that is why I've lived with you for 20 years. Now my father is dead, so let's divorce. How? Me, I don't like to put things in my chest, though. When things are worrying me, I say it and I'm free. Oh, no, it's not true. Anybody who says I am plain, you are immature. You have a mental deficiency. Plain is not maturity. God created our head to be covered. One question they ask you, you've spoken about everything you know. If you're not secretive, why are you living? One question. Listen, Ananias and Sapphira in the Bible. Remember what happened? They agreed to sell their property and bring the money to help God. When they finished selling the property, they realized that they are broke. So they took part of the money. The husband came first. And they asked the husband, is that all the money? The husband said, yes. And they said, you have lied. And they killed the husband. When the wife came, they told the wife, the people who are going to bury your husband for lying, see their footprint is on the floor. They just took him to the cemetery for lying about what you sold. Tell us the truth. Is it all the money you got from your property sale? The woman said yes, and she also died. How many Ghanaian women will not behave like Sarah? Look at Sarah. This man is behaving like that. So my question is simple. Is it right for the man after 20 years to tell the woman that my father was the one who convinced me to marry you? But now he's dead. Can we end this marriage? Anita, I welcome you. What is your thought? Share with us. So Anita, sorry. Anita, good evening. Sorry, let me help you out. I could have done this for you and the rest will just came. So the story is very simple. A woman has brought a letter to us that she has been married to the husband for the past 20 years. She is 43 years now. And in the 19th year of their marriage, she lost the father-in-law. After the father-in-law died, the husband called her and told her that I have never loved you from the beginning till now. But it is my father who convinced me to marry you. Now that my father is no more, can we divorce? And the woman said, yes, compensate me and let me go. And the woman says, sadly, it is a legal marriage. Though we are sadly, though and suddenly he's begun acting nice because I pursued it. It means that the man is acting fine because the woman agreed. And now the man is behaving fine because he doesn't want to give me any compensation. But I can see he doesn't want me anymore. What should I do? And my question is it right for the man to tell the woman what transpired before she was married?
What the man did was a bit off. Is not mature. If your father died, the marriage, you didn't, if the marriage was you were betrothed, the lady was betrothed to you or something like that, through family, you've lived for 20 years, and if still you still didn't have any love or grow any love for her in those years, fine. It is understood. But he having to tell her directly, say it was even because of my father I married you. I think it wasn't so mature of him and wise, because he could still have divorced her without saying that to maybe hurt her feelings. Yes, one may say he was just being maybe truthful or honest. Yes, he was being truthful and honest, but it's also part foolishness, because you saying that you're still in the same house with the person can do anything. And also, if she decides to, do something to you, she can. And also, the man, because the lady has agreed to go, he's not going to give her something, except it is not a legal marriage. It's a legal marriage, and she takes it. Yes, she's going to get whatever she's doing.
No, we'll go there. No, we'll go to the compensation, Anita. Right now, my first question is where we are. So you said the man we are just dealing with. He wasn't wise about it.
Yeah, he wasn't.
But she thought she was free. She was freeing herself.
They're still together. Because she could do something to that.
Because he feels that men cannot be free. Men can.
So I said, because people don't know anything. Or by not except if you didn't do any and I said, maybe so, and then be fine. Maybe a sad idea, but people know didn't do any that's what done there. It doesn't show so we like I said.
When you show say before no de casa.
If they say it is through a when somebody is speaking or when someone is drunk, then you know the truth from them. So it is a before, but it is said. He said it, and that is what that's what is in his innermost mind. And what can they have? It's not what can they have.
All right. So my next question, thank you very much, Anita. So my next question to all of you, Abna and Honorable and Anita, and the rest of you here. So as for the compensation, will come on it. Loyalty. Yes, loyalty is one thing that most of us we don't have. Okay, Abna, somebody has written something down there. Can you read for me? Heartbeats has written a comment. So I think he said he has a side chick. He has a side chick who wants to be made a main chick. Huh? That's what somebody has written. I think I'm right. I saw it right. Okay. I think that's what the person wrote. Now, please start a gift. Anita, buy a gift to buy. I've now buy me who said, honorable, you have a gift to buy. So okay. So my next question is, the man has not thought well. Do you think the man is surprised that the lady agreed to the divorce? That the lady didn't do any long thing. Mijawa wadosi yomati compensate me na menko. Does it shock people when they ask? Like, oh, like me pebio, me papa le kai, and the na me hon Tommy, and the woman said, Martin, do you think the man is shocked? But why should he be shocked? Because it's your request has been granted. No, but what beside here? And they've granted you your request. What do you mean for beside the boss I am now?
No expect to say again, no will go through all this emotional wreck and say whatever she wanted to say, but he was shocked that she just said, okay, just compensate me and let me go.
Do you think the woman to us was there? She also wanted out.
I'm not them so balance with science until she was also ready.
But I hear say a man to me giant woman come no so the empty. Sa dear dear. Me I didn't want to say.
Then it comes to that part. You just now because of the kids, because of this, because of that, yeah. Especially when the let's say church and family gets involved and they keep nagging you about the children, you don't want to get a divorce, then you just sit there and you just divorce the person in your heart. They just haven't come out yet.
So when you divorce people in your heart, I don't know if you experienced it before, but if you say you divorce somebody in your heart, how do you feel around the person? Especially when the person is like me, who will still do everything you need for you.
It's like having an annoying sibling.
Okay.
You can't choose your family. You just sit there and your sibling, you just sit there. It's not worth it anyway until the day comes, I guess.
So the man was shocked the lady has just agreed.
Yes.
And the lady too has been in the thing for a long time. And does it mean she also saw what was coming? She's 43 years.
She may not have seen it, but maybe she sees the guy on fairness. But they've lived for 20 years or something. So I mean, she should have seen some things to know that the guy doesn't really like it. And for her to have accepted just like that, that's it.
But he says, that.
I don't think that.
43 years.
I don't think that this age, this current year, your waist is in. Then except so by on your demand on the Unisika. If Bema Natural said, and I want to live here, I think these days most women will say, okay, Sumina Menko, or and I said, okay, let's go to court and then we do it and I leave. These days, and I know that it's not easy, but I think a lot of women are knowing say it's not by force. So I tell you, and you know, it's not say she was expecting it, but I don't know when you so what is the problem? Okay, see, I'll go. What I say, that's it.
But is it right to make it easy like that?
Oh yes, it is very right because it is your peace of mind.
But you think a lady will have a peace of mind, knowing that for 20 years of marriage, she was being considered because of the father?
Because at least the thing, who are country and say, "Well, now I'm penalty." It's an unusual fact.
And I make us say, would you want for one view? What do you mean? But Bemani Kaya, now so what you to Sumina Menko. It means that one can answer out to you. Not getting yet.
Problem.
So why would you go without anything? So go without anything.
Why am I near maybe I'm an said on Peno anyway? And I make it's not about when we say leak much it is wrong, but when we put him but on coming or no cry maybe about it is wrong coming.
Them now crew cheating now, they will crew cheating now who are then have it.
That's all.
The evidence said then have it.
Check will be over. Maybe on in a whining girl away.
Them now, oh yes, sir. Then now, now, who be sa, or see Debbie, then I be, oh, cannot see Anya, then I be.
Yes, so I don't know, they won't say yes. At least you should know that she knows what you're doing. That's all.
No, so if you know, then what?
Say the next thing you know, that's all.
What am I saying? And then what next?
What next? They say it depends on the woman. If she wants to leave because of cheating, that's for the woman, then fine.
So if you know, and you can't take a decision after knowing, what did you know it for? Abna, there are some comments. Can you read a comment, Abna, if you are there? I'm listening to you, Anita. Anita, let's hear the comments. Read it.
The man had cheating intention.
Okay.
He thought the woman was going to fight back so he could frustrate her to leave.
Okay. Then the next one.
It is right to say yes, even if it's 30 years of marriage for the sake of sanity.
Okay.
Now, so it doesn't come as a shock to her.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
No,
but that's what maybe the other say. You're for the sake of your sanity. Why are you waiting for soon?
Hey, I'm not the other things together.
So
she can't live like
no, you are talking about sanity. And you know what is going to bring. You know that when in pass this act of back and forth, family mommy, will rather affect your sanity. And I'm to say, Odon. Osu odon mo okro nti ase. Jo bi se akra ye ma no. Or credit card ya to credit am.
Say no dey format.
Dey.
No dey format. Another one dey format.
But also see see atu we ni so.
Nti one question no.
But obema ni say me na me kan me boa. Ye ntina se.
Oh, that be.
When you
Oh, oh, yeah, me boa. Oh, so ni agro ni di o ya me papa ne cro kan cro we wu ah. There are here.
After all these years. And you know what can oh, please.
Oh, then I better watch. Then I better watch.
It's just like normal warrior because almost and our warrior is saying that a lot of them want to be, but we didn't see because sorry they were dead. Oh, and a man for brother be my warrior is still you. It is so in most of the homes, Master. And yes, I have most of the homes, Master. Germany, no, sorry.
But 43 years old. 43 years.
I am a other conversation also. For whatever 3 months. No, they I wanted to say they see for no way to their annulment or did boss.
3 months.
3 months. Nobody to say, and also, you're dating for the longest. Your back penny or 40. I said, all those dating, what is the fear I'm fee? But you're someone 3 months now. You're watching now if you and the man says he could be the most annoying person you could be with. Exactly. And do I say, let's just fight for the boss, dying dating like we used to be, because marriage is not for us. Afterwards, also but so now they like dating, but watching the fear, and I'm not shooting the fear. Here we no about fear, no about catch, what to me the man of fire, what to me a farmer now, no, I saw you. And now, woman, nobody to say, Timumio, no more drop at them. I know, I see a woman, I'm not sending Madia, Indian family, because no, whatever it is, or one lady, and I'm assuming one lady. I don't have no problem. It's I'd rather date him, I may have fun than somewhere where I feel like I'm in prison. Now, every day, what's it every day? We'll flag on to buy and what we're going to shoes up before. No, I can't do that. Yeah, what's the only panic here? What's the only panic here? Who never view? Who needs to buy? Who never view? Now, at the end, oh, Alena, after which you are now feeling that I would say, and no, those things happen. And I mean, sometimes when you know, be back at yourself, and Punani train, a year the same our real. Yes, because when any panic was now, a different. Well, and you can swallow what time no time the echo, now what time the echo. And I will say, my worry, it be my worry. Not Bermano. Both say a fias, but Bermo was it cast. Both say Obano wanted them, Bermano so wanted them. Nobody did Obano not Berman them. Oh, yeah, was sorry for the bedroom. The women show almost said no my long distance marriage. Obani state way, Bermani state way. Yeah, they are doing it deliberately. What I say? But maybe the mobile I say, Omotibo man, and ye, Nikuna Jumana, the way yes, it is better. See, Massa, Because Madam Fubi will crew a Ghana. Or Uncle Falcon also waffle. Yeah, the way we get here and Sandy a penny. Just like that. Obi were you saw me, so I got some Uncle Fanny Emma baby or Abuchiro Europe or so for fun. Or Ghana. Now, what version of sense? I was on this coming.
That's shock you. Why
What's it?
I sent it to come and
imagine no matter so.
It's the way you know. Me know about it.
like our because so say if you man, meanwhile it is not so. It is not so. Because I'm doing you a favor. People made me carry with so we are now we are carrying. What I say? Just my own family, and I'm a coy and a counselor. Who shall be one on fine? It's me. Why not just say, oh, if you are again, look at me and TV. I don't know what the issue was, but he was shocked. Well, the pattern's okay. Family compensation. Also saying, order by now. Heartbeat, come up and share your view on it. Uncle Heartbeat, Rasrona Nabeka, or no, your bema, or no, your bema. While warrior ye, no mechan ye. Uncle Heartbeat, come and share your view on this issue. When I will see the point in their divorce, they can be married and live at two different places. You can be married and live at two different places. But say, Papa no patron say, or you are no or ban, yes, I can't say, okay. Inti counselor, when our kinds of wives, my dear to me, Mrs. Suminamenko, and counselor.
Heartbeat, you are welcome. Say your own before I think about my own.
Okay, Heartbeat, go on.
Heartbeat, you are far from your mouthpiece. You are far. If you are using airport, you are far. You are far. We can't hear you. That'll be good. Go and come. You have a good point. Okay. So you people, what you are saying there, there is no virtuous woman, but there are virtuous wives. So Proverbs chapter 31 verse 10 says, a virtuous wife who can find. It says a virtuous wife who can find, not a virtuous woman.
Okay.
And in the book of Genesis chapter 2 verse 18, and the Lord God saw that it was not good for the man to be alone.
Thank you.
Not lonely. So the man just needed another human being around who was not like him. In common because honorable year for say Abaya say 3 months or call a son said Beman bar why in the source why say the virtuous wife cannot be compared to a virtuous side chick, a virtuous dating partner. When you are not married, you cannot practice marriage before marriage. So what are you saying? How do you come into marriage and say that I'm not ready to wash? How But how is it done? It means you are not qualified. That's why you are complaining. Nanita, who crew be in the socks? Who crew in the boxer shorts? And that from now far. And now,
when it comes to marriage, Ghana for your marriage is different from any other. All that she is,
Macho, me can't tell what say. And crophobia to me so power what they are before. Every before you black women are hypocrites when it comes to service in marriage. When a white woman is married to a man, they know how to serve the man more than the black women.
Because you know why?
Tell us.
Because, excuse me to say, the things he would do. So you will not do it.
That is not entirely true.
It depends on what you do.
No, it's not entirely true.
Just because your housewife, you made a quite do my back, my father, my father. She won't do it.
It's not true. No, it's not true. It's not true. No, it's not true. I'm telling you, do you know what I say it's not true? I have.
No, I'm saying that doesn't mean it's not true. I know what's saying, but when you say man, but wouldn't you say a man? If for now, fit for now,
and then we see a young glow. Well,
and should be baby, and the warrior. Was running the Bruni. We are okay,
okay, I mean, sure, they all come in. One said, oh, Brony, you could have on to crime back if he does a section. Only a Japadia or Wally. What toy only time or it's in a pub when you know go with your team. 80 or no, one bravo mobile. Or believe it said a mortgage now team now. Papa be new or caution. Mammy be new or better. 80 or Jimmy Paya or the brown Mamudi Ashab. But we know our responsibilities because ye practice extended family, Abrofone practice nuclear family, and take their aged mothers to care homes for insurance to take care of them. But let me tell you the truth. When people marry and you see that they are bringing their money together, It is a consensus by convention. It's not part of the marriage. Go and read the history of the European marriage and the American marriage. It's man in charge, not woman in charge. It's not co-sharing. So the fact that your wife brings his money to you, and the fact that your husband combines their money with your money, doesn't make it right. So I go to work and come back. And because we all went to work, I should be able to come and cook for you. I shouldn't sit and wait for my food. Once you sit and wait for your food, you are lazy. What are you saying? What are you saying? Debio, you go adwuma ba, e ba ko asedi so odun aduane o. I don't know how you feel as a woman that the home that you are running is being taken care of by the man. How do you feel?
The only issue is except say they are busy. And I say they are one man chef fridge. Not see what dish. Not the baby sound. Okay, dear, you are here. I can't tell you our men. I don't know there. But in the case, if a commodore, maybe an if you know what, if you know what, you might come the one. Now soon, maybe an in the wood chow here. Brunino, and maybe an ammo, and I'll bet you.
Now, say I repart no provision so go. The virtuous wife will make provision for their family before they go to work. Because the virtuous wife will never use their work as an excuse why they can't feed their family. Me, I feel very guilty sitting in the house and see that my wife will climb table to change bulb. I told you that story. A man was leaving the house, and the wife said, Bob Nashi, no, see you what it. When you're electrician or bar or better be the befi. Papa and I'm quite so befi. And your friend say, you're rushing the year, echo colleague. Then a bar or fruit table so of fixing Bob, and an 9 right one at Twistia man, a book. Yet, Papa Bisa said, but I thought you told me in the morning that your bulb was fused. And I said, when I come back, or see, you say it, you don't do it, and I need a light. Jimmy Kasaway at the go progress. And what can man get? And then you right there. I don't know what preparation.
But it is based on their own show time.
You can have a wrong judgment. The man is spending serious monies. They say, I did that for sure. Now, one ass man. Why not man? Ukrusi train. Ukrusi train me baba. Ukrusi train me baba. Why can't you wait? Oh, premo. Muni madia ka krebia. Muko school ka krebi. Bibi ka kraba munsempa. Na mo se yantu no mo fremo. Mo ya wan. And we are ma. Mo ya ma. Say na mo de bro crofo. Okay, sure, please forget it. Hey, I need to stop that. Don't say it here. No man wants a mother again in her life, in his life. Sorry, I don't need another mother in my life. I don't need another mother. Any man. No, you are women, but you're not our mothers. If your wife become your mother, your marriage will collapse. You are women and not mothers. You can't mother me.
So we are women.
But you can't mother me. You can't mother me. You can't mother me.
Yeah, man. Yeah, my sisters. Yeah.
You are not my sister. My wife is not my sister. Munja says you should.
Yeah, I mean, no, you are not getting it. I'm not saying your wife is your sister. I'm saying that as women are your wife. Women can be your sister. Women can be your niece. Women can.
I am not living with a woman. I'm living with a wife. Stop using woman. Wife. You can't wife. You are not a woman. You are a wife. There's a difference between a woman and a wife. There's a difference. There's a difference between a wife and a woman. What is it?
Next time, who can be our wedding?
Now, David, menya. What I say about Bashi, me say me kwaba. Now see me, only say me koi, me nyambai, me twin bay and Tiwanga Sabe. Only so that's why I don't want you. More relaxing and serving more as wives, so not women. Wait for me. Stop rushing. Obia kotoka ama na yiri na nse ya. Na yiri ne sorry ya or the car no call shop. Say wati de debu. Car na ka o shop. Car no will code. Workshop no they call mo nim say a coded car. Ford. And I'm going to cable do what we did. When you more by motion and motion you yeah, I'm not with my motion here. But you are motion you. What am I mean? Have motion and him. Motion here. Go fire. Hey, Ghana for yes, for Muti. 1 year. So be actual. How much? I know it's a great example. I am a great in the Ghana. I am a great. The great so that was great example. I'm more fire. So that's great example. Just passing through. Abraham can you go? Honorable Afra, it is a sea of a compensation. On man. Now, I'm not so good. Well, honestly, I'm not on question. Yeah, man, on question.
Yeah, man, after 20 years.
But he spent 20 years. If he spent 20 years with the man didn't get anything to what we see. When they are 20 years, me need dime, me enter assassin, me need car. Kwame are here 20 years in our team. Nyama ejapadia me wopa misi amiti I na make us me ade e wo me ho pa me benya e suit tie suspenders spectacles a check ade me ko na se am do me che bebre aba enti e be che me che ogoton
To be spiteful, no grano. Me papa Bema, just like you, not the Amanashi.
Number two. What they make check over the ashe. Now I am here. So I'm here and town.
The favorite one. I don't know, Mama, favorite one.
Now, someone worry baby Jimmy for. Now, say, who worry baby Jimmy for? What Bema and near be a palm. Oh, and I'm saying, Bema Jimmy for pet. Bema Jimmy for pen or best share my dear. Hey, mommy, now you have to say who could that? David, oh, I wouldn't even say. David, oh, I don't be it at that. Oh, I don't be it at that. Can I say a penny more? Obey it at that.
Oh, that will be
that. Oh, I don't be. Now, say me who be sweet. I mean, me who be sweet. I mean, and I'm sure you Jimmy for. Oh, Jimmy for so seven times. Monsieur,
I don't have a car, but we are washing.
Debut, every mob of man, Bema dear, over warrior bar, or did you clue that attack? They don't know what I said. Me for me talk, mamma, he did that. I don't know who said you could for Timor. Messi, who? Media near D. Car. Me car, I'm register. I'm a GR 42D. Oh, nice. So be a bell. Oh, yeah, na sacrifice. Who they did say? Who Alice can say? That who Alice can who Alice can put down to say me. That who Alice can put down to say me. Now what Jamachi? Ako wario yeni ampo. Oh. Osi ebia.
As long as I met me, you must
I said, Mangasa, Mungo Yada. Mungo Yada. Mungo Yada.
I saw
the Mungo Yada.
Sometimes
the Mungo Yada. Mungo Yada. Namishra was a Mungo Yada. A damn Mungo Yada, Daneba. A damn Mungo Yada, Daneba.
No man is not everything because so over to me at maybe I'm a Juma, let me say what of it. As long as we sit there, that's a schedule of how we enjoy, that's okay.
But you know that there's a difference between, are you aware that there's a difference between
in a worse?
No, do you know that there's a difference between you buying a house for yourself and me buying a house for you as a husband? Do you know the difference between the two?
Oh yes, that's different.
Which one is nice?
I'm happy about it.
Which one is nice? Which one is nice?
That's all the time they need you more than only 50,000 now. They are a gift is a gift.
So what should the woman do?
esa o yena mame no o joy o man o short man esa o man adene ko fast na o free ho no ono kra no so decide say sabe woni ba bi akokra o betena ha o fa no ho ade kakra no so de omunche onya na ya bi no afa so no mo bi dan no omuchemu njomi no nya tifi o na obi ati ba edim na ba kufa kichi ho no asa ya chembe okwa entrepreneur
awe ni
kufa ni mo ha no smefa garage time we ni utu fa edane ma me asa me sumi tu fa ma ira eti asa be na no no se on power no no se ani oba na ka so on pe no even though no se o tete no crowd ya so no wa nkahwe
na sema ka na wa pene so and then wa pene so
that's what it is
and then wa pene so
oh and then ma like it's one now we dey skip na na de wo si mu je na me si de ko
me carry the abro
me say who can the person for car say me jam me me can the abro me de ma je tu me say no expect say girl no ba go so akere panifo bi no mo abeka ne you know that is the men do ego yes madam dia ne kunu car say o ti me ne tira bi mo tu and also okay we dey ma be 6 months na nya me bo ano onya apartment no I feel very much they complain. Or catch will be saying no expect it or cast wood to know. Or back on back of pepper and movie up at the church on the panic. What for? I'm not panic just already. No, I offended. There are no offended. Yeah, I don't think. Uncle Catcher California by panic or naka, but instead of no cast wood to know. Or no so to audacity, what you. And some more. Mushia Maria, Mushia Honor Musa say, and I am 222. Oh, I do our cassette to obey on the ground put to that. Then I may have one of I did not. It was 2 hours to actual worm wood, snow. They are not very mean. I thought I answer about my Unkasaye, Ebia, Uji, see, we say, what is your man, but now, yet they know, and you now if you see the wood jam. No, see, Suminamen Kwa, so, what's the other? Who now did Kakan? Who now kind, after also, Yanisa, it's a council. And then also, I have a pop higher, and Kavakata.
So the woman should go to court. The woman should go to court so that she gets her compensation. But the man is nice now. The man has changed. He's nice.
He's nice. Oh, what does your change have to do with anything? 1 year, 2 years. He will go back to the way he used to be. Yeah.
But is it not nice that when people change? No, so is it not nice when people change? You give the opportunity to enjoy the change.
There's no such thing. If I believe you change, the way we used to live together, and it won't be the same.
Oh, learn to forgive.
Because they say no, my family won't have you.
No, learn to forgive.
Why empty apples? Nothing. Forgive no you can say a man forgiven the but who name say a day we and yet now yes such as we didn't forgive you into why then we yet
because he nipa never fool.
Say a mouse on the way. Forgive no, we forgive a lot. Okay, but you can't say okay all your life. One day or the other, one day you will be no.
But yes, Beman and Swabre. Beman bread. What's not about on pen 20 years? Hey, on your dear.
Into on Jan and Uncle worry for
no abana kaswo una open no abana no open for no tea. Until na waja no wakuma na ntia. That's your problem.
You hear that one say why? Ebe bo na mana ko court. The muni man no. Mon ko ni anje ma.
Court to na kwaje o de she.
Where na?
no, so we simple. No, see on our maximum managing 20 years, the same car.
Romo have the retirement private you know man.
Now Ghana ha a branch than ye or no befana money or no uncle.
To be sorry back at you say Papa the force was having one Papa you will run a shed down person.
Yes. Pay me on dear. So me na men coffee. Oh, people have issues in Charlie. I say more. Yeah, can't people have issues. Seriously. People have issues. Because I won't see our reading the dead. I won't pen. Why? If I say time. Well, waiting here, come on your age, or no feel say, Opa, Bevan, don't put you also catch him. And I am what is the shock of his life? I find out. Sir, Pepe.
Well, thank you all very much. My idea. We are some dear. And by share say to fupa. There was a what to me about the four. Say na mo yes and I say a quarter and then go as
I said, no, a different one. I am practicing. Yeah, no, see open. Go on it now, even or the channel cry or the senses, Yamana, no, Yena, no, Bessan Yen. What's a son? You got any pan of it to the funeral, Papa, or bet to the funeral, who Benedict, man, I got a train. Man, I will come as a matron.
Matthew Yamishia Manu Tupa, Sister A, Cocotte. Now, yes, you get your coach here, dear. Freya Offna, na Freya Anita, na Freya Abna.
And then I'm a catcher on the same Ghana from and the member be plenty our it's because so many one who feels so cocotte and I say you own yes, it can be soon it's in a home that should manage your our baby bridges. That's our objection. Yeah, managing it also manage your host. Fine, so far as we are on board or more than your manners and they were watching. Being castle being free in our areas, but wait, or no one or see you down to figure what I say. When you catch on, even when you catch on some pound, it is something big. I have big yes, okay, some people know a catch you play. Hey, when you get me a poison where we feel.
May your catcher say, oh, Pemia, what happened? I said, mean Jow. Mean Jow. May you catch him say, oh, Pemia. Mean Jow. Mapausa.
Now, mine or castle on Pedro. Now, woman, what the other man is idea.
Yana make a first one because if you were now, we needed the other one and that we should radio.
Me got a brim crab, maybe. Me got a brim crab, maybe. Miwana sao, Miwana sa. You are not saying I be fee committee. I mean, Shram, Yamon Samuel, why? You never court. All right, so thank you very much. Everybody believes that the lady. I hear, but this is a.
More than 50 years.
And how much Jimmy now will 50 years? And then I want to our 50 years. And then
They were married. They were married. Mama, yeah. My dad was on the bedside. We were always. That's a year.
50 years.
What do you mean? Also, dear, lady, or your ball dress, or what school in a year, or your lady, which video, then maybe at the year when I say, the boy, baby, you're not sure. That for our what
now, Bema Bena, yo, at the part, at the penalty, she should just, at the penalty, she should just take it to court. That is the best option for both of them. Thank you very much. As we take it to court, we will take it to court. So, best service the again. Or better manache. But well, the moral lessons we are all learning from here, as I hear your comment, is that recommendation marriages must be watched carefully, because when you marry a man that you are recommended for, you wouldn't know. But the most important thing is all of us should marry for ourselves, not for our families. Because if a man marries you because of his family, the father, the sister, the brother, you face the consequences when your bidder is no more there. Let's learn the way we talk to each other when we are angry. The way this man approached the story was very wrong. And I believe that we are learning lessons from it. When you are angry, think before you talk. It's not everything that you need to spill out. One bad marriage you are in, and I will papa catch them if you see me na man me mama who one or see when you bema your wallet no. Me mama catch us my bush your phone say na motie. Let me advise you. Learn to manage your truth. Whatever it is, think before you talk. If you want to accept the divorce of a man, never accept it because you have planned in your head. When they call you and tell you such a story, my own is that the first thing you want to do is to try your best to say, even though go and sit down, process what the man has said. That if the father convinced him to marry you, how come he has lived with you for 20 years and you have not seen any sign that he was being wired and remotely controlled to marry you for 20 years? I'm not saying don't leave, but if you, the woman, you are 43 years and a man has married you for 20 years, it means when you were 23 years, that is when this man married you. You yourself, at 23, what did you know? When you are complaining that a man is wicked to you, a man is not treating you well, or a man has not treated you well, check how old were you when you were giving the man an opportunity to marry you. You were a child. You were a child. Marriage is not for babies. Marriage is not for babies. So if you're also watching me, who are in Tema, who bring them a giant tem. Relax. Understand the marriage well. Don't think that what you see in dating can repeat itself in marriage. Dating is different from marriage. The fact that I take you everywhere to go and eat doesn't mean when we marry, I'll continue the same thing. And when I don't do it, it doesn't mean I don't love you anymore. Yes, it's your birthday. And look at how I'm celebrating you. See, Honorable Yaya Fran's birthday. I've used her as a picture everywhere. I'm posting everywhere. If she becomes my wife, she won't get this. You see, they make the conventions as if they are the reality of marriage. If you forget their birthdays, you are in trouble. If you forget marriage anniversary, you are in trouble. Relax. Think before you talk. Don't use anger to make a decision as a man or as a woman. Compensate me for me to go. It's a good request. But I think that if this woman could have gone to sit down and think, she will never request for compensation, but will appreciate the man that for 20 years you didn't love me, but your father made you live with me. Thank you for this marriage. I will go. Get me the divorce paper to sign. When the man produces the divorce paper, and make sure that you don't answer him straight. Go and wait 3 days, 4 days. If possible, call 0277 609 644. 0277 609 644. Before you talk, don't just answer a man because you think you are ready to answer. Take your time.
Number flag where you know what post number no.
And then I'm posting you.
I will wait.
Councilor Luto, they post you.
Yeah.
Let me share with some one of my people. Yaba. Now gift number. Bronya Diamba. We are smart team so. Chancha DF. Scania D. Ginger honey chips is the main sponsor for this program. Ghana for what do you know? CM, our CM say 0277 609 644. Now, more where do you have there? What do you know? Let us saw hey, victory, my love. Victory, Medasio, gift never you. Hey, Anita, you gift never. Yeah, was you. Oh, victory. Go, Anita, I can thank you. Be a man. Go. Now, thank you. Mama gift, I can thank you. We don't thank you. Go ahead. Hey, call 100. Call. Ye, Macau, and Namakai, and the place with some kind. Say, baby, I do need it. Your young crowd said you want him. Ye, if you gift to order. Call. Ye. O 200. Auction time, wapa 100. Ow. Anita. And your ferry, Anita. Say, when you go back, and you say, gift soon a bar, no more coca, Anita, then I, honorable your friend, then I'm and you ferry. Munyoku na ekwe. Akase obesua ye. Ko huni anchira ye na jade okeka wo we. Ah. Victoria. When we are Mozambique, I know a Jaisu. Osuno mama gift no Jaisu. Mama gift no Jaisu. No Jaisu. Ginger honey chips. Ginger honey chips. Ginger honey chips. Ginger honey chips. 862. Ozani, yes, I not here. Move on the morning channel. Oh, 862 215 2007. Ginger honey chips from Cecia. Cecia. From Cecia, not do there.
Yeah, picture name.
What's it?
Birthday, no, also picture no there too. Also see birthday. Counselor.
Yes.
My birthday, the party.
Mr. Amina Moro.
Sorry. Sorry. It's me and two birthday.
Mobile toilet not trauma, and you know, me the American money in as you say, I never find your magazine money. My magazine, I'm giving home. I'm giving whoa. Mommy, give me whoa.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Oh, me nation and your papa.
Now, why cry a small set to?
I appreciate it.
Viewers, happy birthday to Honorable friend. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Thank you. EPP Bure, and no, I'm not saying EPP Bure.
Yamisha was said, Matuamana, now they hear it through woman said, Monto Ginger honey chips. 860 215 2007. Monto business here. Now one and one and then winter no cram and perform good. Monto be na monwe. Na awo anko muremu. Ghana for opena ba monpi ginger honey chips. Mudi any 12 for Ghana for sachet for abrochire for 862 215 2007. Yamisha Madam Wasi. Ya shas here. Cecia Ade. The never. Thank you very much, Baby Gladys. Thank you very much, Abena Sugar. Thank you, Anita, the researcher. Honorable Yaofna, and then the Yetia Wababy. Yamisha Ghana for the Damasi the bread. The Damasi the bread. Good night. Who are sent here now? Beso catch the Ukuma. Shasa Bedri and some American one for Jimmy and Gokan Jimmy Samaman Godan Quasia Samama. From an American or some American 0277 609 604. Macram. One Timmy Nibiuma. Macram. Minyan and your chinanso. Meba. Ochina. Meba. Ochina so Kwabna Valentine night. And here in Ayakobuano. You go din come on. Me a speaker on Hochina. Oh, Kwabna 14 February. Sorry, 14 February. Grand Arena. Yes, show. We are all Ghana. Good night. Bye bye. Yare yes. Obi benya one fi yare. Yamfa yare nso nya nipa. Sichire yare ni no. Sickness can determine the last straw of your life. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and loved ones, supporters of our foundation, the CL Foundation for Health, Diabetes and Asthma and Cerebral Palsy. We are knocking at your doors, knocking at your pocket, knocking at your emotions. Support me and my team to support people living with diabetes, asthma and cerebral palsy. Your donations are welcome on 862-215 2007. Your Zelle 862-215-2007. MTN Ghana numbers 055 000 5077 055 000 5077. It is the MTN number. CL Foundation for Health and Support. Help us with the diabetes equipment, glucometers, wheelchairs, old clothing, new clothing, financial support, and let's give it to the needy. Thank you for your support. I hope you can hear the sound of what I'm chewing. It's nothing but it's ginger honey chips. Ginger honey chips. Now in the United States of America, everywhere you want. 862-215-2007. You can chew it like this, or better still, put it on your cocoa, rice water, oatmeal. You can put it in your akpatashi, your whiskey, your brandy, anything you want to put it on it. It's so nice. So nice, nice, nice. Oh my God. Ginger honey chips, 862-215-2007. 862-215-2007. It's your ginger honey chips. Get one for yourself. $10, free to go. Enjoy yourself. Thank you.